When calm feels like a stranger, what will a person do when they finally receive peace? I was with my mum the other day in this shop and she was looking around at the clothes, and after a while I was like, okay mum, come on, let's go. And I stopped myself when I was doing that and I was thinking, like, why am I saying this? And you know, we was under no real time pressure. I didn't have anything that I needed to go to. I didn't have anything that I needed to do. And I was wondering, why am I saying this? And the only pressure that we're actually under is actually me actually saying that. And I thought about it, and it goes back to this idea of like being addicted to chaos. And when you finally receive peace, you're self-sabotaging it. You're looking for reasons to kind of like escape that peace because it's so unfamiliar. And partially that's because that peace is just such an unfamiliar thing that it almost feels dangerous. And a dimensionality to why I was awkward around people was that I couldn't sit with that stillness. I couldn't sit with that peace. And if I was with someone, I would always have to say something, even if it meant saying something that I didn't actually want to say. I would just say it just for the mere sake of saying it. Just, you know, being addicted to chaos and you're not okay with calm. Anyway, dissertation writing today. I went into Dillons cafe probably for around 11:30, which is early for me currently at this moment. Shout out to Dillons cafe for always keeping their prices constant throughout the entire 3 years I've been at uni. There's only 2 places who have kept their prices the same, and it's Dillons and it's this chicken shop near my uni. You'd think that being in London that there's an abundance of coffee shops to work in and sit in, but there actually isn't. There actually isn't that many good ones, and this is one of the good ones. So anyway, I went into the outside area, I got coffee, and I was working on my dissertation. Specifically, I was working on the topic of light bending, which is basically a derivation showing how light bends around a mass. So basically there's like a derivative of the angle, and we want to show that the derivative of the angle is equal to something. It's a long derivation, but what I'd rather talk about is what I was doing just a day previously, which are the Einstein equations and the Schwarzschild solution. I spent quite a lot of time going over that. And the general premise is that once we have general relativity basically says that space-time curves because of matter. And if space-time curves because of matter, when you imagine the universe, when you imagine all the matter in the universe, the shape of the universe looks different. So we now have this like mountain range, if you like. And the Einstein equation, it basically describes that mountain range. It's really cool. It's really nice to think about. It describes the universe. So if you look up an Einstein equation, it will talk about how the energy and matter distribution affect the universe. That's the Einstein equation. So you have the principles of general relativity. You understand that things are curved. When you're looking at your mathematics for curved space, you look at what parts of those mathematics reduce to Newtonian equations in the small limits. And then from that extrapolating backwards or forwards process, that's how you build the Einstein equations. Because it kind of said that in the text, but I wasn't really understanding it, so I really had to like dig, and that's what it finally came to. The maths that govern the curvature of space-time, when you extrapolate them back into the lower limits, if they give Newtonian mechanics, that's how they built the Einstein equations. Working vigorously on that, and then basically the Schwarzschild solution is basically once you have those Einstein equations are basically differential equations, and just as you have an equation and you want to solve for x or you want to solve for y, the Schwarzschild solution is basically that solution to that equation. And the Schwarzschild solution is basically a description of space-time that describes a black hole, that describes a static black hole. And I was really like dig into every little step of how each link links to another, because I can't write it down if I don't understand it. It's kind of like a perfectionism, if you like. But yeah, that was really good. Anyway, after that I went to get some lunch. I went to the UCL. There's a cafe in UCL that I say cafe is more like a canteen, that have a microwave. So I used the microwave there, warmed up some food. And near UCL is what is called the Bloomsbury Farmers Market. So they have like all these stalls out and you can go and have some food. I didn't get some food because you know, it's a bit pricey for me at the moment, but it was nice to have a look. It was nice to get a feel for it. So I went round there. A very familiar face joined me in Dillons cafe. How's your dissertation going?
It's going. I just got a little bit more left. I got to do the conclusion, and then I got to make an abstract, and I've got to like reorganize it a bit to just make it a bit more cleaner. But other than that, it should be okay. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
So what's the plan by the end of today?
The end of today is to get all the main writing done. And then,
Okay.
so tomorrow is just a case of formatting.
So by the end of today, you're going to get everything done. So before you go back to Hertfordshire,
Maybe not. Well, we'll see. Hopefully.
We'll see.
That's the
Okay.
plan.
Okay.
If not, I'll do it at home.
okay,
Tonight. But like, you know, that's the goal.
we will see. So I was with Ariane doing, so like I was working at hour intervals, so hour in Dillon's cafe. And yeah, just working on this derivation for light bending. The derivation for light bending is super, super long. And I had spent the previous days, as I said, going over the Einstein equations, and I was going over it in such a meticulous fashion that when I got to the light bending thing, I was like, if I go over light bending in such a meticulous fashion, then I'm never going to get anywhere. So I'm going to have to be okay with kind of not understanding everything. But yeah, it's got a lot to do with the geodesics, the Lagrange. After an hour working there with Ariane, we went to Gordon Square. Hi guys, so we're just taking a break from our work. We just came out of Dillons, and that'd be nice if we take a little break, stretch our legs a little. And I said, let's go to Gordon Square Park. So we're in Gordon Square Park.
Yeah, it's a lovely day.
We were just discussing what we're gonna get for dinner. So our choices currently is a pizza place near here on not Gower Street, further down.
Yeah.
It's very popular because it's very cheap, but it's very nice as well. It's cheap, but it's very nice.
Right.
Like, it's fresh pizza. I was thinking we could go to a shawarma place.
You ever tried shawarma? There's a shawarma joint about 2 blocks from here. I don't know what it is, but I want to try it.
Why are we walking on the grass? You know, we're not meant to walk on the grass because, like, footpath erosion.
Sure, but like, you know, it's fine.
No, it's not. This park is maintained. I came here early. Are they doing planks? I came here one day early in the morning, and like they maintain this park. Like, some guy comes and he like removes the leaves, and so we shouldn't really be walking on the grass.
Okay, well,
We should have just walked on the footpath.
well, next time, innit? Next time we'll walk on the footpath. I'm sure the grass will
I don't know why you all
We're
just.
just walking in a straight line.
Okay, let's go that way.
Sure, whatever.
Mark's around. What are you thinking for
I'm
dinner?
thinking pizza.
You're thinking pizza?
I'm thinking pizza.
I think pizza could be nice as well.
And then shawarma after.
To have a walk around, and we also popped into UCL. What's up, guys? So I don't know if you can see just there, but we're just outside the UCL Science Library. And so basically I have a card that allows me to go in there, but it expired on 2 days ago, which is really annoying. So I actually tried to go in there, but like the card wasn't working, and I was like, this is strange. And then the guy had a look at it, and it was like, okay, it's like 2 days expired. So I've just kindly asked Ariane if he could go in there and fill up my water bottle, because there's a water fountain in there and it's really useful when I come here. But he's never been in there. This is the reason why I like this is because it's like such an irregular shape. So hopefully Ariane can find it. We'll see if he can make it back with some water. So saw someone very strange here, you know. Thank you, Ariane. And then we went back into Dillons for our final hour.
So we came back from our nice walk to Gordon Square, and then we're like, okay, let's check for seats. We have to check for seats again back in Dillons. So we look around, there's nothing here. Jericho says, Ariane, don't worry, I know of a secret place upstairs. So we go upstairs, 3 floors. What's there? Nothing. Come back down again. There's a little sitting area, but we've got to be silent, and that's not fun. Anyway, so we're back here at Dillons. We found a space. And
we're both kind of like out of breath because like
we haven't done enough exercise.
We? Who's we? There is no we.
We've been too busy writing this dissertation. We haven't done any exercise, so we're just out of breath down the stairs. Ridiculous.
Excuses. We're just trying to get through this derivation. Obviously, the Einstein equation and the Schwarzschild solution, that's kind of like a big central part to my dissertation. So I wanted to understand that. But light bending, not so much. Basically, it's a test for general relativity, because if light does bend around a mass, then it proves that gravity isn't a force between 2 masses. It's a response to the curvature of space-time. And obviously, light being affected by it doesn't prove the former definition, because light has no mass, so therefore it can't be a force between 2 masses. So I was content with kind of saying that, like, okay, we're kind of just gonna have to, if the notes say it goes like this, I'm just gonna accept it to an extent. I did try and understand it a bit, so I was trying to understand the Lagrange, the Euler Lagrange, and the geodesics, and they all kind of link together to form the basis of deriving this angle for light bending. Okay, so basically, I wanted to get a muffin, but there's no more muffins, and I was just telling, I was just telling Ariane about it, And Aaron was like, is there nothing else that can do the job? And I was like, no, because previously when we were sitting down, there was a guy who came down and he had a muffin, and it just got me in the mood for a muffin, and now there's no more muffins. So it's not looking good, right? Okay, so hi guys, we just finished at Dillons. Did you get what you needed to get done?
I did, yes. My dissertation is basically done. All it is now is just formatting and just some grammar and stuff. But the bulk of it is done. Finally.
That's good. Okay, so I was going to say pizza time now, but
Pizza time.
pizza time.
Pizza time.
Let's go pizza. There's this pizza place near UCL. I thought it was really cool. My thinking was actually like, because they make the pizza fresh, but then I actually thought about it and I was like, Jericho, you know what, a lot of places make pizza fresh. Like, I've never been to a place that doesn't make pizza fresh, right? But I don't, sorry, that was just a random thought. Yes, we went to this pizza place. I like it because it's nice, because I thought like it's cheap, and it's like, it's a duck there. I thought it's cheap and it's like really nice food and it's fresh food or whatever. So we went in there and yeah, we got some pizza. Okay. So, are you okay?
Yeah, so I just dropped my bag.
Okay, I'll cut that bit out.
No, that's fine.
So someone's got their pizza. Someone's very hungry.
Someone's very hungry. We've got the Diavola, spicy chicken.
What's it called?
Diavola. So,
Taste test.
Right.
So Arian said he's going to compare it to his pizza from Hertfordshire.
Solid crust.
Solid crust.
Good crust feel.
Oh, he's one of those ones who folds it like that. That's a New York way of eating it.
It's alright.
Alright guys, so I got my pizza as well. I got barbecue chicken. The reason I got it, when I went to the thing, I saw one with like spinach and mushroom, and it sounded really good. Spinach, mushroom and black olives. But then I was like, I'm very hungry and I don't know if that's gonna fill me up. So I went with the chicken one. It's like when you just go for the one you know, right? So I'm gonna have it now. And then I walked Ariane back to King's Cross, said goodbye, felt like Harry Potter. What's up guys? We're in King's Cross right now. We're about to say goodbye to our main man today. So yeah, we'll say goodbye to him at the end. And yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching.